with us. So they don't go home for a little while still. It's Beatrix right here. She's gonna be with us for a couple weeks, and then we're gonna take her to her mama in a couple weeks. And then Miss Jenna, she is gonna be with us for a couple of months, and so we're going to do a lot of like her early puppy training. We're gonna finish her potty training. We're gonna kind of complete it to the outdoor stuff. We're gonna put her with the bigger dogs quite a bit so that she can learn how to be part of the pack and the family, because we want to make the transition on her family as easy as possible. They had something very unexpected come up, and we just want to be able to have Jenna as ready as we possibly can. And so I thought it would be a good time with all of our puppies going home. It would be a good time to talk about integrating them into the family and into the household. And it really kind of depends on the dynamic of your house, if you have other dogs, how old they are. But no matter what, when you're bringing home a puppy, they're always, if you have other dogs, puppies always know themselves, and the adult dogs can tell that they're just puppies and to treat them with kid gloves. Puppies! Come on back, puppies! You're a good girl, Daisy Doodle.
Daisy. They want their milk.
When they're adults, that's when you want to be sure to introduce them in a neutral zone. Let me grab my phone and pull up the live chat.
I don't need to.
Not right now because I'm drinking coffee.
Oh yeah, Dad did that too.
We got the kids some of the double bubble gum, and
Oh,
within the first day it got smashed into my pants. Got left in the bed. Yeah, we were
and also on
Missy dog, we'll bring you out in just a second. I guess Daisy, do you want to go downstairs, or do you want to go outside? You want to go outside. Bella, can you put Daisy outside? Thank you, sweetie. Alright, can you shut the door down? So the puppies aren't going back here. I'm going to bring Missy out. What? Did you bump your head? Aww.
I broke my foot.
Oh, Howie. It's okay. Puppies! Alright, you've got a friend. So Missy is, she's our Ruby, and she's our alpha dog. So she does a lot of the, we call her the fun police, because it really seems like whenever she wants to enforce the rules, she's breaking up a lot of fun. So, but she's our alpha dog. She's... She'll come in. And so we use her to teach manners with our puppies. But so when we bring home a puppy, we first introduce her to Missy, the puppy. We are the alphas, and there's no wrong or right way really when it comes to the order in which you introduce them. But it's kind of like a respect thing. We introduce them to the alpha first, and then because they're puppies and they're just automatically at the parents, they're just automatically at the bottom of the totem pole. We don't need to judge like their how submissive they are and where they're falling on the hierarchy. And so the order that we introduce them is not important when they're puppies.
You need to bring down your volume, sweetie.
Paris just got a bath. May gave her a bath and a blow dry.
And a brushing.
Yeah. Paris, come show how pretty you are. Come here, Paris. Look how much fur is on this dog.
Like Robin dog.
She's not even dry all the way yet.
Like Robin dog.
Wet ears.
I smell her.
You're so clean. Oh, we'll have to watch it. Alright, I'm gonna bring Robin out. Robin got a bath too. Me and Drew did Robin yesterday evening and
Robin. Hi, baby. Robin.
a giant basketball.
Missy.
Robin! Missy! See, fun police. Fun police.
Missy.
Missy! Missy, come here. Missy.
No.
Missy.
I'll go grab it.
Police in there. Robin and Paris. We're gonna play with puppies. Jenna. Oh, Jenna wanted to play with Missy. Bella, don't fall under there. Come on out. Robin!
Puppy dog.
Missy. Shh.
Robin.
Bella. Hey, sit. Crisscross applesauce. Crisscross applesauce. Listen, don't chase the dog around, okay?
Robin, my dog. Robin, my dog.
Hey, Robin.
Sounds like. Bella, it's okay, baby.
Alright.
Sounds like World War III in here.
I'm trying to come get you. See what's going on.
Watch out, puppy.
Made the mistake of bringing Pom Pom out with Robin. Shut the mouth. Pommy. So, Pommy, all her belly. It's
That's
so
big.
big.
Getting real big.
So it's the 2nd today, so she's due in exactly 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
She's due in 2 weeks. And we made our Mommy Pommy mug. So our Mommy Pommy mug is officially live on our merch store. You can still get 20% off with the code Puppy Poop.
Mom,
Yes.
when is Anna coming out?
You're still eating, Bella.
Yeah, I think she's still. Oh, and Bella, we've got our youth shirts. Bella got her merch, so the kids are all excited.
USA! I got my USA!
And Bradley got his merch.
USA!
Hey, don't let the puppies play with us, sweetie. Was it Melissa who knitted these? Or crocheted these?
Yes.
Mr. Darcy's mom made this for Bella. How cool is that?
I
Yeah, so
called
don't
her.
let the puppies play
I
with it.
called her. Sorry,
Where did all the puppies go? Paris! Don't be loud.
Flowery,
Paris!
flowery.
Hi, Mommy. Oh, my phone.
Where?
I want to talk about integrating Bella Bella, Bella, Bella. I need you to be quiet, sweetie.
I smell eggs. I smell eggs.
But I wanted to talk about integrating puppies into your household. Probably Bella.
I'll have it on a slice of bread. I'm gonna get my shirt. No.
Bella, go put shoes on if you don't want them getting at your toes. But I wanted to talk about kind of how we bring puppies home and the process we do that to integrate them most happily and smoothly. We get a lot of families asking if there's going to be issues with their existing dogs, and we reassure families that usually already having a dog is extremely helpful, because even if your dog doesn't like other dogs, your puppy is going to watch what they do, and so as much as your dog could hate other dogs and not want anything to do with the puppy, your puppy is still going to be watching what they do and watching their routine and the routine you guys have in your home. Most people have a pretty consistent routine with like feeding in the morning, and so the puppy, when they get to your house and their litter mates are not in the picture, mom's not in the picture, me and Drew aren't even in the picture, their most relatable guide they're going to have is going to be another canine companion if you have them. And so even if they're like old and crabby, it's still really, really helpful. They usually set really good examples for pottying and manners in general. Can't you eat? Stop chewing up my cord. Papa! Mommy! Oh, we could even kind of see her belly dropping down. Is she mommy? Introducing adult dogs is a lot different because they already have like their self-identity established, and they already have a certain way that they do things, if that makes sense. Oh no, I missed it. Just trying to find the... You're such good puppies.
I got Paris.
Oh, she went down there. Oh, that's supposed to be shut.
Oh, good thing it wasn't when I came up here.
Yeah, that was a good thing. I'm trying to think of who else we could bring out here that would be good.
I'm showing the live my t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I said the live
Bradley's merch.
It looks brown on the camera, but it's more like a dark forest green.
Yeah, that's what the color is.
You look at mine. Do you like mine more? A little bit more.
All right. Thank you for showing them. That was very nice of you. Those are our youth shirts that we have.
I'm tall.
You are tall.
I didn't do anything. I totally don't have t-shirts on right
Oh,
now.
Bradley. Oh, but you could model that for them. Show them how it looks wearing it.
This is how it looks wearing it. And look at mine. In a distance, it looks more like the dark forest. Green.
Yeah.
Mine is black and mommy's black and Bradley's green and dad's green. Right, Mom?
Yep, we got a whole bunch of different colors.
And also May's picture is like black too, right?
Yeah, and hers has the letters.
And also mine
And don't worry, we will get you guys hoodies when it's weather is
red band.
in Cavaliers, that's right.
And Mom.
You're so short. Yes.
I am tall.
You are tall. You're getting very big. Hi, Pommy. Pommy, mommy, Pommy, Pommy. Hmm?
Oh, no.
Oh, they got 'em. They've been working to get these.
No.
Like little pickpockets. Little pickpockets.
Did Beatrix go home?
No, she's right over here. She's the other chair here.
Beatrix! You have been eating her AirPod string.
You're a good girl.
Fight me.
Oh, do you want an egg?
One's down. Whoever forfeits loses, and the other person wins. You are out.
There we go.
Beatrix wins!
Oh yeah, Sue, you saw. Okay, so Bella must have shown you guys. Oh man, the internet is terrible. Drew, do you know why the internet is so...
Why, you want the Wi-Fi?
No. And I wasn't even using my phone up until a moment ago. Like, I could hardly make anything out.
Mom, don't forget your AirPods. I'll save your AirPods. Beatrix, you won, so you get kisses.
Alright, kids.
Right, who wins?
No, stop right now.
There you go.
Listen, you guys are usually at school when we're doing this, and so we're gonna have to set some rules. We're gonna have to, so the first 30 minutes that we start YouTube, you guys hang out in here.
How long did you start though?
Well, I've barely been able to start because I've been pretty much hanging out with you guys and trying to get my show. I know, sweetie. Alright, trying to see what is going on with the internet. My picture is so terrible, and if it doesn't get better, I'm just going to switch it over to the webcam. It's kind of useless, kind of pointless to have the stream running. Oh, I haven't got my phone yet. Oh, it was clear when we started. It's clearing up now. Yay! All right.
Bella, where's her iPad? Bella, where's your iPad?
Looks
Bella.
like somebody potted under here.
Bella, you need to...
You think that, think we've resolved the connection issue, so it should be clearing up, hopefully. Oh man, it is still really bad. I don't understand why it went so bad.
Going bad again?
No, it's just not improving. It never, like, it's still bad. No, Tommy. Can't eat anything around a pregnant dog.
Might be me. Yeah,
Like, it's getting worse. It's so pixelated that Pom Pom looks like Paris. Here, for a second. Oh, wait, no, that actually looks correct. Never mind.
Oh, puppies.
In the basement, it's connected to my phone. Oh wait, not anymore. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys, even though the picture stinks. You can still hear me. But good morning to everybody. Good morning, especially to Lisa and Sue. Aw, Sue, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. When I went back and was editing the clips together, I noticed that there was a clip I had of Jenna where she was kind of playing with some of the grass sticking up. And I saw the barn in the background and thought of you, and so made sure to have that included. Good morning, Michelle and Vicky. In Cumberland, it's nice to see you back. Paris really wants to play. When Paris wants to play, she barks and gets kind of like wild. She kind of just like slam the floor in front of whoever she wants to play with. Good morning, Linda and Terry and Oliver. Susan, Wet and Gail. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. It's a lot of fun to see kind of what they are gonna do, because you know each day they're just interested in something else, and so and with fewer puppies it's a lot easier to manage because we don't have two running off this way and two running off that way and then two more running off this way, so it's a lot easier to take video. I was thinking tomorrow because they love bubbles and Bella loves bubbles. Gonna have Bella blow some bubbles for them. It'll be the first time they've seen bubbles, so it's gonna do that for tomorrow. Oh, good morning, Leydon. Good morning, Denise. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well, and we've been thinking about you and Roman. We love Roman. He's such a good boy. Love Pugs, good morning to you. Anu, good morning. I did not know they were playing under the bed yesterday. Sisterhood. Sisterhood increases creativity. That's funny. Paris, come here. So Paris is going to be going to May's dad's for the weekend, so that's why we wanted to hurry up and give her a bath. But May asked if we could get her as fluffy as Robin, and so I wanted to try helping her fluff her up as much as we could. The dog, so the dryer thing that we got, it's not so much a dryer as much as it is like a comb with a vacuum, and it's really nice because it's like a pick, and so it really helps work out a lot of mats, and in the process, it doesn't even have to be a mat, it can just be where something's tangled, but in the process it really fluffs things up, and it separates all of their fur, like each individual strand, and so that's how we get it so fluffy. But I think we're gonna use it on them when they're dry too, because really all it is just a comb attached to a hose, and you can flip the comb in to pull it'll vacuum the hair up that you pulled out. And knowing how much we like brush them, and when we brush them, seeing just how much fur was in that canister after going over them, it was way more than we usually see after a bath. So I can only imagine that it's going to help with like shedding and that sort of thing, because that little comb, it's really awesome. It gets everything. So so we did Robin, we did Paris, and we did Pom Pom. So Missy's probably next, since she's going into heat. Missy's such a good little girl. We're gonna pair her with Macchiato, and I can already tell it's gonna be a problem with Spike because we were out on the front porch, and Macchiato and Spike have been really good together lately with all the dogs out of heat. But Missy's going back into heat now, so Macchiato, Spike was not as happy about Macchiato sniffing her out, and so
No, but it's not on the board.
Spike kind of started guarding Missy and started picking a fight with Macchiato, and so I just picked him up. I gave him a bear hug and picked him up, and Drew was kind of heading out the front door here, and I had a bear hug around Spike, and Spike was a little too ready for Missy, more ready than she is, and we put him inside because we want to pair Macchiato with Missy this round, so I don't know how kindly Spike is going to take to that, but he'll get over it. Oh, yay! Yay! It worked! It worked! Yay, now we can get on with the show. We're back to normal.
Mom, I just finished my egg.
Oh!
I got it like.
Do you want to show them your shirt now that the image is clear?
Oh yeah.
Because the image was all fuzzy.
This
That's
is my
Bradley's merch.
shirt. It was probably hard to see because it was blurry.
It's a really pretty forest green color.
Yeah. Mom, I finished my egg in like a minute.
Oh,
It was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I have
My
a
mom wants
cookie.
to enjoy my egg. Yes.
Yay! Should I choose the raisin one or the monster cookie? I'm taking that one.
Mm-hmm. Hello,
Hey. Remy.
No.
I keep on forgetting about the wrapping on the bottle.
What dog is outside?
Daisy. She wanted to go outside.
Leave her alone. Can I
Dad.
bring Vienna?
Mom said he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have a cookie, so I
Yeah.
chose the monster cookie.
No, not you, Remy. I said Vienna.
Yay, now everyone can see the dogs.
Yeah. All these beautiful blenhems. The gorgeous blenhems. Bradley, is that your drink? Is that your yogurt drink?
Yeah.
Alright. good.
I'm eating a monster cookie.
Drink your drink. Drink your drink.
Do they get pregnancy cravings? That's a really good question.
Yeah.
It would be really hard to tell. I don't. If anything, their appetite is poor during pregnancy.
At the beginning.
Well, it's like at the beginning and then again at the end.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, the beginning and the end, their appetite.
It's a lot like people pregnancy. I feel like I'm always saying that. It's so much like, because I can only imagine, we're mammals, they're mammals. And they have a 9-week gestation. We have a 9-month gestation. So it's, they even have trimesters. So, you're such a good girl, Pom Pom.
Trimesters. Is it trimesters?
Oh, yeah. What else? What else? The biggest, what they crave, let's put it this way, what they do crave when they're pregnant is affection and snuggles. We can't give them enough.
Yeah.
Pom Pom will just, if we sit on the floor right here all day, she'll just be in our lap all day.
She'll be in your face.
And yeah, she'll be like this, because you can't just sit and have her lounge peacefully. She's gonna be, like you said, in your face. She's gonna be like this, trying to get all your stuff.
Hi, baby. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl.
And I saw a few people asking if Vienna and Rio realize that Paris is their mom and vice versa, if Paris realizes that they're her puppies. And so as far as, this is the best we can answer it, is that from Rio and Vienna's perspective, much like people, they don't have long-term memory that goes back to infancy. And so when they are just with the pack of dogs, I think, based on what we've seen, their interactions with each other, they seem to have a much stronger bond with Paris than the other dogs. But it is no longer seems to be a maternal bond. It's not a very, they don't get any special privileges from Paris, that they don't get away with anything extra. They have brought out a more playful side in her, and so she plays a lot more now than she did before she had them. And I think that also us having spayed her and with the C-section and keeping her intact also plays a bit of a role, because the hormones, are basically flatlined after that, and so we don't have her going through her normal cycles.
How's your breakfast? Or
Tasty.
lunch, whatever.
My eggs was tasty that I finished in like a minute.
Why did you?
That is what our little trash box is over here for. All these guys.
Hey, you first?
As far as bringing new puppies home, some of the things I wanted to mention. I mentioned the thing about the pre-existing dogs are usually extremely helpful. We have a lot of families who worry that their older dog is going to feel like left out, or like the new dog is the new favorite, and it's almost never the case, because they don't react that same sort of way. They don't react, we look at a situation and we think about like how we would feel about it, and their feelings aren't as complicated as ours are as people, and so while it might be true that they're not overly thrilled with a new puppy, dogs live much more in the moment, and it's kind of like this is the situation now, and so they're not sitting there thinking like, oh, I used to be an only dog in the family. They adapt, and even if they don't really want to, they do. And it's usually really good for them if you have an older does help them kind of get up and walking and moving around a little bit. And I mentioned earlier, but I want to mention again because it's important, I think. But even if your older dog wants nothing to do with the new puppy, and has nothing to do with the new puppy, your puppy is still going to learn a lot from them because your older dog is still going through the motions of every single day. They're still eating breakfast, going outside, doing the whole routine. If you crate your dogs and you have a crating routine, they're still going about that, and the puppy is keeping a very close eye on the other dogs because they want to see how it works there because they're new and they don't know anything about where they are, and dogs communicate with each other so much. They can communicate to each other much more easily than we can, and so when your puppy goes home and sees that there's another dog there, they're gonna try to talk to them to learn, and so it is invaluable to have, when you're bringing home a puppy, to have another dog. So
No.
usually when families
No.
are concerned, we let them know that it's actually usually the opposite. It's
No.
usually a very good thing.
No.
Paris, stop deliberately chewing that up. When we have an adult dog, it's a lot different. When we have an adult dog, you're bringing in a dog that's already grown up, and they already have learned, whether it's good or bad, they've already learned a routine. They've already they have their own habits already. And so you need to be much more cautious. All dogs are just going to be protective of their areas, whether that's just their own personal bubble. The new dog is just going to protect their space. The pre-existing dog is going to be protecting the whole house. And so that's why you want to introduce them at a neutral location. If it can be down the road, that's great. If if you have like an open field nearby, for example, but if you need to, just the driveway is acceptable as well. You mostly just want to avoid spots that your dog has a tie to. They're going to be less.
Has a claim on it.
Yeah, they're going to be. You want to take them off of the offensive and or defensive. You want to really help them kind of bring down their guard. And if they're in a neutral zone, you're not going into the situation with something that they're already trying to protect. And so making it as neutral as possible helps mitigate that.
Nope.
And then in our situation, when we have 10 dogs, and so if we are introducing a dog that's any older than like 9 months, we will first introduce them outside, kind of away from the house, and like not just in the yard, but kind of away from all of that, because they all play in the yard, the driveway. The driveway for us is not a good spot because that's a big spot where they roll and run around and
where they guard when people are driving in.
And so, but we'll introduce them, we'll start them with like Paris, and we start them with a dog that isn't really submissive, but also isn't really dominant. And we'll see, does Paris, if she just kind of grovels to them, we know that that dog is more dominant than she is. If she just starts playing with them immediately, usually they're kind of right on the same level. If she starts bossing them around, then we know she's more dominant than the dog. And then we'll bring out another one to see based on that experience. So if she was groveling to her, or if she was groveling to the new dog, we'll bring out somebody who's a little bit more dominant, because we are trying to kind of place and see where they fall, so that then we can kind of slip them in there.
Should we know you're ready?
because what dogs will do is, I'll use Robin and Daisy as an example. So we got Robin prior to Daisy, about 3 weeks prior to Daisy, and Robin is more dominant than Daisy, or I should say they're like right at the same level. And they were puppies when they got here, and so they didn't have, they weren't immediately in a hierarchy. But as they grew into adults, Robin was always just a slightly more dominant. Bella, shh. And as Daisy caught up, because she was a little bit younger, Daisy caught up, she started challenging Robin. But Robin did not want to give up her spot, and so Robin will not give in to any of Daisy's challenging. And so you might notice that we have like issues sometimes between Robin and Daisy, and that's why. It's because they're very close in the hierarchy, and Daisy really wants to come up above Robin, and Robin will not let her. And so it's like whenever they're out, if they can get along, but if something upsets either of them, it's like everything they've been bottling up with this hierarchy business, it all comes. Yeah, it's you know, like any other female drama. So, and that's something we have to keep in mind too as our puppies grow up, that they're going to start looking for where they fit in. And so we watch, like Vienna and Rio, they're a good example. We kind of already you'll hear us talking about like whether he'll be the alpha male or Macchiato will be, because we're better equipped to deal with the way they handle it if we kind of already know where they're heading. Because when dogs challenge each other, it's a physical challenge and it can get kind of mean. Especially like in Robin's case, she will not submit to Daisy, and so we just need to be able to step in and kind of know what they're after, so that we can better assist them.
Do you want to go back into? It's so fun, like when they start walking towards the camera and then like they go underneath it.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Come here.
Hi, Diana. Good morning.
Hi, Vienna.
How does Missy act if she's pregnant? Missy is awesome when she is pregnant. Terry just asked. Missy she's so affectionate.
Yeah.
She turns into like
The love bug.
Yeah, fun police. She doesn't even know what that is
Yeah,
while she's pregnant.
She becomes very playful too.
Yeah, she is she does. Yeah. She's very playful with the others when she's pregnant. I can't wait for pregnant Missy again.
Remember her last pregnancy where she was like super pregnant, but then she was playing
And
with all the dogs?
she was running around with her giant belly.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember when we first saw how much better,
Woo!
like she's just, her demeanor, she's just like looking through, she's looking through rosier colored glasses than usual. And I remember saying to Drew, is there any chance this could stay?
That'd be nice. Hi. Hi, dude. Whoa. Hi. Hum, it's okay, baby.
Jean, we love old ladies. Don't worry. Is it okay if there aren't any dogs and just one old lady?
Yep. They love.
New puppies love old ladies.
They love their one person. It really is really sweet. Like how a young puppy will latch on to their one person and just they will go everywhere with you. Like, we've talked to some families where the person adopting is, I know it's not technically adopting, but I hate to call it buying when they are like a member of your family. Yeah.
You're not buying a member of your family.
Yeah.
So I realize that we're not using adopt correctly, but
I think we are.
but anyway, when we have had families where it's like a retired elderly man or a retired elderly woman, those are some of our best pickups because it's like the puppy almost knows that when they go to their arms and there's not kids running around, there's not a bunch of people that are coming with, they could sense that sort of calm and at peace that a lot of these people are, and so
Where's Pom-Pom's collar? I'm gonna let her outside.
no, Vienna.
Well, she just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just squatted.
What?
I don't know why, because she has done so fantastically.
It's because you're not in a bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a. Or there's one right there. There's one right there. Right here. Puppy dogs. Okay, let's.
So but they don't have another canine friend to look to. That's definitely not something to worry about. I was first covered already having a dog, because a lot of people usually worry about that. But for families who don't have dogs already, Cavaliers are probably one of the best breeds to have for somebody who's living by themselves.
No, come here. Come here, Denise. Come on. Come here. Come on. Remy.
They are very much,
Come here.
they attach very easily, very quickly to a person, and you know, and even in a family, they might attach to one person, but they'll love the whole family. When it's just one person, and especially when that person is older and they tend to be a little calmer and not as wild, like their energy, just like their energy around them just tends to be a little bit calmer, and the puppies that we have gone to these single parent homes, they latch onto them so tightly, and I think it's because we have them here and we try to give them as much attention as we can, and then when they're picked up by their family, and if it's let's say it's called an elderly woman, call her Marie. Marie comes and picks up her puppy, and the puppy now had her litter mates taken away. She doesn't have her mom. There's no me, no Drew, none of the kids. She just wakes up the next morning and she's in a quiet house with Marie, the elderly and very calm, just that sort of peaceful nature, and it fills that void of attention and love that they've been looking for. But it doesn't just fill that void, because when they're here with us, they want more than what we can give them. And so when they go home to you or to Marie, they're receiving more. They're receiving more than what we were giving them, but it's more in line with what they were looking for, and so it's better than what they were getting. And I think that really helps. It helps nurture that relationship, because between 7 and 10 weeks, that's when they're having their version of imprinting onto people, where they're, finding their person and recognizing that as their mom. And so between 7 and 10 weeks is when that happens. So it's really the perfect timing for us to say goodbye and to put them into their family's arms, because that's when they're searching for, they're kind of looking for who is that person going to be, because it's not Daisy anymore. And so they're all kind of like in what's it called? They're just, what is it? Can you think of it for me? It was in limbo. That's the word I was looking for. They're just in limbo, kind of waiting, because me and Drew aren't quite providing what they're needing and looking for, and so we're not quite fitting the bill, and so they don't latch on to us quite in the same way that they latch on to their families. And that's why on pickup day we'll talk about how great the pickup was, because we'll see the Emma yesterday, when Drew and I were sitting on the floor and Emma's family was all sitting on the couch, and it's very, very common for the puppies to, they'll go and play with family, and then it's common for them to come running back to us and like just check in and make sure we're still there, and then they'll go back and play. Emma, on the other hand, she would be on the floor and playing, and we would have to, if we wanted to see her, we would have to pick her up, and she would fight to get out of our arms, and then she would run over to her family. And it was really, really sweet, because about halfway through their visit, I was on the floor playing with her, and so Emma's mom and brother were sitting on the couch, and Drew had just walked out, and Emma leapt out of my lap, and she went over to the brothers, one of the brothers, and he had his feet just sitting, just on the ground, and she went over to his feet and just lay down right across the tops, completely up on his shoes, and closed her eyes and just rested her head on her paws. And it looked so uncomfortable, but that it's those sorts of things, because it's uncomfortable. She's Vienna. There was something that happened yesterday when Emma's family was here, where Emma really found her person in Christopher. That's her brother's name, but she was just there. We put her in, he held her first, and we put her in his arms, and she just went completely relaxed and hung out. And I was getting pictures of her, and he was trying to position her so that I could get a good picture, and she was so happy that she was completely limp, and she was positioning any way he held her because she was just limp. It was an absolutely wonderful pickup. Emma
Emma's
night,
pickup,
yeah.
That
It
was
was
pretty cute.
Oh, it was awesome. That was one of the best pickups. She was just, that family was for her. She came here for that family. Hey, maybe it's that. Remember when Daisy got knocked up when we were trying to give her a break, and we were saying hey, maybe there's a family that really needs a puppy from this litter. Maybe it's Emma.
Oh yeah, maybe that was, yeah. She was
Their connection, it was like she already knew this kid, or I should call him kid, he's 20, he's a man. But it was like she already knew him. It was really crazy.
It was really strange how, because he was a little loud,
He was a little intimidating, and so it was,
yeah.
we didn't really expect that reaction from her.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reaction that we got there that Emma gave to someone who was very vocal and excited.
Yeah.
It was really
High energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a match that you can't force that sort of relationship.
That was really sweet.
And I think that's why Emma's mom said she might be back for another one, because Emma seemed to choose Christopher, and she doesn't want to interfere, which is really sweet. That's kind of what happened with Paris in May when we got Paris and Pom Pom. We hadn't necessarily picked a dog for any one person. We just were kind of seeing where it went. Because, I mean, those relationships, those doggies are so hard to find and rare. Let me pull up the live chat and see what I'm missing.
Oh, sneeze.
I try to do YouTube survey, but when it's in Dutch, I think, I can't do it.
Is it German?
Hey, Roseanne! Deanna, you're such a good girl. Who should be showered now? Oh, you know what? We'll do Missy since she's gonna be going into heat. We want some clean, fluffy dogs.
Clean, fluffy dogs.
I wanted to, we've got our Mommy Pommy mug now, and so now we need to get photos of our other dogs. Mommy Pommy. The little brush thing that we have is amazing. You guys are so sweet. Let me pick this up. Where's Bella? When I made them go into the living room, did they end up just leaving?
What's up?
Oh wait, you brought it in here.
Yeah,
Where did it go after that? Well, no, it cleared up the picture. Is it just the running around?
I didn't run around and was like
Because it continued while they were in the living room. When you brought them here, then it all just.
I don't think they sat down and like everything calm, and so things were like shaking and whatnot. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So bizarre. Here, puppy doodles.
Could have been that there was just a bunch of traffic on I-55 that was using the 5G network.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the problem with our source for internet is it's one of the ones that's along I-55.
Oh.
Sorry, somebody made a mess in here.
You're fine.
Did you see the front bathroom?
No.
Take a look.
What's up, puppies? What's up, Beatrix? What's up, Beatrix? It sounds like you're gonna get into lots of trouble with your kitty cat that you have at home. Yeah. Oh. I'm surprised at how good that looks.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Hey, Mom.
It's because it matches the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do we have to leave to go to my dad's?
3.
good puppies. What good puppies you are. Hi, you are. Yeah, you're a good girl.
Hi, Deanna girl. Oh, Gene, I just saw your question if you'd ever had to take a dog back when the owner passed away. No, that has never come up, but it is something we would do. We make sure every family knows that we will always take back their dog for their entire life. If they're 12 and something comes up that they can't keep the dog, we understand being in those positions, and we know that you wouldn't be just choosing to give them up at that point. And so with that, we're just trying to, we just want to prevent our dogs from being taken to shelters or taking up spots in a rescue or anything like that. And so we would always be happy to take one of our dogs back and let them finish out their years with our pack of dogs. It's kind of like a no questions asked sort of thing, because we understand having something come up that you could not have predicted, and dogs not being compatible with that. And so that's why we try to make sure that everybody feels comfortable in knowing that if worse came to worse, they wouldn't be left worrying about that.
Take it to a shelter or
Yeah.
a rescue. Yeah, so you like that?
Like what?
The
curtain?
yeah, the curtain in here.
Yeah, you. It matches the rug. Or the rug, the counter.
It matches the counter and like flowers and the
Oh,
light.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it looked really good.
Kind of goes with that too.
Yeah, and so I took the blue striped one.
Oh, yeah.
I put it upstairs.
Oh, good
for-
call.
In the bathroom up there, and it matches really well up there.
Nice.
I washed them both though, cause like the blue one had some sort of like pink stain on it, and that one, because it was sitting in the tub in the bathroom, it was with a bunch of stinky used blankets, so I washed them both.
Makes sense.
Would you like the candle lit? Which one?
color pictures.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and so I put it over there, and so like they can see the listing, but it's not a like it.
Right, it's not what I'm wearing.
Yeah. I love that picture, Robin.
Huh?
I love the picture, Robin.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And Jean, yes, I saw you clarify, maybe not so much needed, but willing, and yes, it's not just an unnecessary, when we choose our families and send our puppies home, when it's pickup day, we're kind of saying goodbye for the moment, but we're kind of leaving it from our perspective, we're leaving the dialogue open. Like, we kind of just assume that we'll be talking again in the future, because we try to stay in touch and just see how our puppies are doing every once in a while. And so we care about our families, and it would really kind of go against what we were trying to do if the dog was causing you more stress because you are now in a situation where you couldn't keep the dog, or whatever was going on. And so that's another piece of it, is that if there's something going on that is starting to cause you more stress because you have the dog, then it's kind of defeating the purpose. And we don't want you're committing to your dog, but we're also committing to you too. So it's something that we understand going in, that each puppy that goes home, we have the possibility of seeing back, and that's okay. We love seeing our puppies, even if it's just a visit. In fact, there was a puppy that went home last fall, and we tell our families, and we haven't been good at telling families this, but we're always willing to babysit, or I don't know if you would call it boarding when they're just at our house, but especially because dogs under a year old, it's usually difficult to board them if you want to go on a trip or something, because they need to be up to date on all our vaccinations, and they also need to be fixed. And oftentimes puppies, at a certain age aren't fixed yet. And then the other thing is that when you're boarding, unless you're boarding at like one of those day camps, they're just going to be in a run all day. They might be walked, but they're going to be laying in a cement run. And
You must be reading my mind, because I am sending a text to Rachel right now.
And so we understand how difficult that is with travel and accommodations for your pet. And because we have so many dogs, it's almost impossible for us to travel, because there's such a specific way that we feed them, and it would be difficult for somebody to just come over and feed the dogs. And so, because we are the ones that are stuck here at our house, we are happy to be the babysitters for our families to be able to still go on vacations. And so we offer for families for a small fee, nothing outrageous, but just to cover like food and that sort of stuff. We'll watch them for any length of time, really. And then they'll live with our dogs. They'll be put with our pack of dogs. And we had Nemo over several times actually when he was real young. Not really young, but before he was a year old. And it was really nice because he kind of came in from his family, and it was like a little boot camp of sorts, and he got to kind of freshen up on some of his manners. And because when they come over, if they're gonna stay here with us for a little bit, Missy and Spike, they don't really let, if visitors are staying a while, visiting dogs, they don't have as much patience for poor manners. They're here for, an extended time, and so they will start teaching them manners so that they don't have to keep dealing with it. And so it's really good for the younger dogs if they're younger. They'll learn a lot, hopefully good stuff. But we love to do that for families, and I'm not sure if everybody takes us seriously, but we mean it 100%. We will, if you could just give us some notice, we're always happy to help you out. We won't, we'll make sure that your dog's not going to be left in a run, we'll put it that way. They're going to be running around the yard, and we basically just put them with the pack, and they live with the pack. And then if there's anything particular that you have for them, a certain way they sleep in a crate or whatever, you can just bring that, and we'll make sure that we put them to bed how you want them put to bed. Hey Drew.
Yeah.
But we started offering that originally because we had families reaching out to us that, because we do it a little bit differently than most breeders, we find our families before the puppies are born, and a lot of breeders find their families when the puppies are like 4 weeks old, and that's because we have such an online presence, and we want their families to be able to be part of that whole online, that 8 weeks that their puppy is online. We want them to be able to see it while it's live, rather than just it being up there and then going back and seeing it when they already have the puppy. It's just kind of, we want it to make the most out of it for families. What was I getting at? What was I talking about?
You're saying most breeders usually find families at 4 weeks, and we wanted, I imagine that you're trying to bring it into how once they pick up the dogs at 8 weeks.
Yeah, so when we find our families, mom is still pregnant, so dates aren't firmed up. We just have a due date, so we don't know when exactly pickup will be. And so then when she does develop, and then we do have a pickup week.
Good girl.
There's occasions where the family turns out they're going to be, in Egypt that week or for that 2 weeks. And so we started offering a couple of variations, and one is that we'll hang on, like Beatrix, we're going to hang on to her for a couple of extra weeks. And so that first week, like during pickup week, right now we don't charge anything. And then after pickup week, we just charge $10 a day to cover food and dewormings and that sort of thing, because we keep up also with their veterinary care. And then that also kind of gave rise to the idea of, because there was one family, I think it was Nemo, they needed to bring him basically right back after they took him home. They were leaving again for the weekend, like 3 weeks after that.
Kids had a tournament or something that was out of state.
Yeah, and so we don't want you to have to worry about, where am I going to take my puppy all of a sudden when I have these things. And so you don't need to reschedule, we'll be here. And we recognize that it's only really works for people who are more local. But if you are planning like a big vacation that's across the country, we can always work out a way to, you know, work out a stop where you can get your puppy or your dog here, and then you go on your trip and we'll watch them.
Yeah, we had one family that was coming from the Southwest, and
Oh, yeah.
and so they made it a vacation or like a trip where they drove and they saw as many sights as they could along the way. Then they came up to Chicago, stayed a couple nights in Chicago, saw the sights in Chicago, and then came down, got us, and started heading back to their home state, which I think it was New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah, it was New Mexico. Yeah, so we will work with you guys so that it's as least stressful on you as well. Just please be mindful that we do have a family too, so we can't do everything like what some families are hoping for, but we try to do as much as we can so that you guys have it's a good experience for you all. What are you doing? You guys are just absolutely destroying this rug. This area rug.
You're all so soft.
I know, they are so soft.
I was feeling Spike. He is like as soft as Vienna. So all their soft fur comes from him.
I think, yeah.
From Filthy Spike.
From filthy old Spike. Yeah. From the dirty old man. ODB. Dirty old bastard. Wait.
Oh, I thought it was balls.
Oh, no. No, ODB.
DOB.
Oh, that was ODB, old dirty bastard.
I thought you were saying dirty old.
Yeah.
You're such a pretty girl, Vienna.
She is. She's so cute.
Oh, she's so much fun to sleep with too. She's so cozy. She's such a warm body.
When you say that, it sounds so so wonderful to sleep with.
You are.
She's a snuggle monster, is what she is. She's a little snuggle monster. Hey, you.
Yeah,
Hey, you.
Minnie is anything like you.
Mwah.
I bet Sue is a very happy lady.
You want this? Mwah, 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 mwah.
Very happy lady.
Wait, who? Minnie?
If Minnie is anything.
You mean Jan?
Yes, Jan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sue. I meant Jan. I get Minnie and Audrey mixed up all the time. They're so much alike.
They are. They're a lot alike.
They're a lot alike. They just.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Why do you always have poop on your butt?
Leave my butt alone. Someone else has a little bit of dookie on their booty over here. I think it's the Beatrix.
Blueberries.
Yeah, some dingles. You can see it to the side.
Whoa!
Yeah. Little dingle okra.
Can you get her to do the Rio thing?
Vienna?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you do
Yeah,
it?
let's see if she'll do it. She's got still though. Come here, baby. Oh, you're not gonna do it anymore? I wonder if
Aw.
her nerves are different now, or done it too many times.
Most
Rio, and I don't think Rio does it anymore either.
What?
I think that it's like as they got bigger, their nerves
Can
are.
you do puppies?
Oh yeah, hands. Come here, baby. Come here, sweetie. Can I do it to you? Alright. No.
Drew was able to do this thing where he would run his fingers down their back and they would do
Shiver.
this shimmy.
Yeah, they would do this really big
And
shimmy.
it started like at their tails and it would like go all the way up to their
Wow,
heads. It was hilarious.
Yeah, Rio was the first one that was noticed to do it. Yeah, I think that their nerve endings are just not as sensitive. If you can get to do it. Because I was just like raking them. How about you, Beatrix?
She's like, what are you doing?
Something
This
like
is
that.
weird. Where's Rio? Is he
He,
inside?
oh yeah, they're outside. Ooh, you know what? They didn't come inside because it was hot and nasty.
I'll call Rio in from the front here.
Okay.
So I can see if he'll shimmy for us.
Do the shiver. Oh, my back.
Hey, puppy doodles. I love how the dogs are always hanging out on the porch.
I think it's the coolest spot.
Yeah.
Puppies.
Rio. 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 Everybody but Rio was up here. Rio.
Spike. Is that him right there? To the left?
That's Paris,
Oh.
Spike, Robin.
I can see it.
Here he comes.
Oh,
Here he
there
is.
he goes.
Wow, that took you forever. Come on,
He's-
Rio.
I wonder if he's in the back with us.
Yeah, I think he's playing. Come on, Rio.
Playing
Rio.
with the Remy dog.
Come on, Rio. Spike, get back. Come on, Rio.
Here, please. Rio.
Rio dog. Come here, Rio.
Pantaloons.
You're such a good boy.
Vienna. Vienna, come here, baby. No.
All right, Daddy knows how to do the Rio.
Yeah, come here, Rio dog. Ready, bud? Let's see if you Nothing.
Here, Vienna. Oh.
Hi, buddy. Ready? No.
Oh no, he doesn't do it anymore.
No, still nothing? No, it's not.
Oh no, Rio, so darn cute. He looks like he's nearly full grown.
I know.
His head is like bigger than Daisy's in every way.
I was looking at him. He's bigger than Pom Pom.
Yeah.
And he's almost
Rio.
The same height as Spike. Like he's getting close.
Rio, come here. Rio.
And those two are inseparable.
I know they're so Rio. He's got such a nice looking. He's got such a nice looking body.
Yeah, he does. Rio. Yeah, like his proportions are awesome.
He's good. Rio.
Rio,
Rio.
come back.
You're not going in the pen.
Yeah.
Sorry. Rio, come here. Rio.
Oh, no, Daisy. Vienna, come here. Oh, it's good to see. Oh my goodness, you are ridiculous. Good girl. Good girl.
Bro, this Daisy. You go in here. Yeah, Rio, play with them.
Do you want me to leave Vienna in here with you, or?
Oh yeah, she and Rio are just playing.
Oh.
And if the puppies aren't nursing on Daisy, then they'll play with them too.
Do you want to go in there, Vienna? What's going on?
Vienna,
Go there.
do you want to play with Rio?
Go. Go get him.
Vienna, Jenna, Vienna, and Jenna. Oh, pfft.
Okay, never mind.
That's all right.
Oh,
Well,
she's thirsty.
Where are you going, Rio? I know, Daisy Doodle. Oh, hello, 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 hello. You're such a good boy. You are such a good boy. Oh, Daisy. Rio. Hold on. Oh, wait, we're all going that way. Puppy Doodles. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are such a good boy. Daisy. Robin, you still get along with Pom Pom. Robin. Daisy. Stop.
Oh my.
Be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice. You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Handsome Macchiato. Whoa, Macchiato. Whoa, bud.
Hi,
Oh,
Macchiato.
it's
Oh, hi, Robin. You're such a good girl.
Her belly, her fur looks
so much better
yeah,
now.
so much better. Where did the brush go?
Should be in our bathroom.
No. I was like saying, oh, there's
Oh, her
bellies.
fur is so amazing. So, manners. I mentioned a couple days ago when I was giving her a belly rub that she's laying on her back in a very submissive position in order to get a belly rub. And so if puppies start using that as an opportunity to crawl on her, she's not going to appreciate that because she's not on her back, so that puppies can crawl on her while in that vulnerable position. She's only in the vulnerable position to get a belly rub, not so that puppies can take advantage. So you'll usually, oftentimes, see her growl at them. We'll see if she...
Good girl, she's looking at
She's
me
in
and
a pretty
smiling.
good mood. You're in a pretty good mood.
She was looking
Yeah, I
at
had
me.
salon day.
She's,
Oh, Macchiato, you need a good...
he's had a, he just doesn't like the back end.
Belly's gross.
It's sticky.
His belly gets sticky,
Oh.
and Spike's does too when we are mating dogs.
You can imagine what the
Um,
stickiness is from.
Yeah, they're not, like, National Geographic makes it sound like they all know what to do and can make it all, they know what to do eventually, but that's after they've made a huge mess all over the floor and us and all in their fur.
Good boy.
That's not what he has now. He will have it soon when we're doing Missy. He had it when he did Pom Pom. Right now he's just got dirt and stuff from... Basically what happens is it rains out and then his fur gets wet and then he climbs and crawls around and all that dirt lashes onto the...
Runs fun. Have a big dirty boy.
You want me to get the vacuum one and you can use that pick one?
You really like that one.
I
Yeah,
love
that's-
it.
Yeah, that's
It
fine.
works so well.
Yeah, if you want to grab it, that's cool. It's better than picking it out and flinging it.
Yeah.
Good girl. Well, hello, Beatrix. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. I'll get an extension cord. Does that have 3 prongs or just 2?
2. So this is what the brush looks like. Use this to pick. And then flings in and sucks in the fur when you're all ready. And then they also have a sofa attachment.
Oh, is that what the rubber one is?
Yeah.
Oh. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's see if this stupid outlet works. Worst outlets in existence.
You know what? As the car went driving past, and I was trying to figure out what she said, and it finally dawned on me, and she said, what did she say? Hang on, let me get it back. It was
Who?
Bella, when a car went driving past. Bad Matson. She was playing Bad
Madsen.
Did you suck up that piece that was in here?
No, I just threw away because there was one that couldn't, it was too big.
Okay.
Here.
Alrighty.
Macchiato.
Macchiatos. Mr. Macchiatos. Alright, boy. Hopefully this doesn't scare you like it did Ryan.
It could be fun. Oh, gosh. Good boy. He's such a good boy.
It's okay. So much better when it's dry. No! Stop! It's Bella. Bella, take that off your head. Sorry. Take that off your head.
Keep it up your head. It's scaring dogs. Thank you.
Ugh, you are so sticky. Crusty now, for a better term. Come on,
Good boy.
he's a stronger. Hush.
Good boy. Yeah, he's got a little like nutty ball sack.
What's that?
I didn't have to help it. Yeah, it's like the big list. It's so cool. It's like these little things. Jenna! No cords! Why do you tricks? Miss you. What? Oh, you're gonna kiss on your ears.
No, no. Harris. Oh,
Beatrix. Why are you sipping? Beatrix. You're such a boy, Macchiato. This one is, it gets all the extra stuff.
that sucks it up. Sorry, I got you. Oh, you little stinker.
Oh, Jenna. Jenna just
Okay.
unplugged the...
Little miss. No cords for you.
Jenna unplugged your brush. Your vacuum. We vacuum our dogs now.
It's like floaty. Which ear has the wound?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Just a second.
I got it.
You're such a good boy.
Yeah, he's just doing that now.
You're such a good boy. Wait, do I get to sleep in bed now? What does it take to sleep in bed? Need to grow a vagina?
And somebody's holy cow. It's just cleaning out everything under it.
It's gonna feel so much better.
Especially with it being so hot out. It's just all the stuff right around his mane.
What's this? So you can see the macchiato. Oh, macchiato, don't go. Don't go there. Come on.
Come here, Macchiato.
Oh, is that good?
Good boy. Good boy.
Beatrix.
Good girl, Beatrix. She's just good as always.
Damn. Haven't even really gotten to the period.
I know. That's your right face, bud. That's so much. Yeah. He's got some stickiness. Some stickiness. Come here, buddy boy. Mr. Schwan, you better not be getting a red rocket. Did you guys not do this for Paris?
No, we did.
Oh, you did? Dang, that's a lot. Who's whining?
Oh, wait. Come on, Macchiato. Macchiato.
Good boy. Like his, it's alright if he's like in the bike. That's the hard part. Is he really doesn't like that rear-end action. Good boy.
Good boy,
Good
Macchiato.
Macchiato. He's a good boy. Yeah, because I can't imagine trying to do this with Spike.
sorry, there's a mat in there.
You want to get the orange guy and use that? Ew. Macchiato, does that feel nice? Yeah? Not quite as hot?
It reminds me of myself at the OB/GYN when they're doing the pap smear and my legs are like slowly closing.
Good boy. Good boy. Aw, I love you too. I love you too. I couldn't imagine trying to use a finer tipped brush. It's probably for dogs with shorter hair.
Well, I think it's the fine tip that will sort of get through all of this. And that's kind of the point. Because even what's not tangled is still being separated. Hooker's butthole.
What?
Hooker's butthole.
Ew. Good boy. Where's the mat? Oh, I see right there. Okay. Okay, buddy.
These are this is it like almost really successfully pulls them out. Just a couple of those.
Yeah. Good boy. No, hey, good boy. I was trying to do this to him. Alright, nice. Very nicely done. Yeah.
You're so sweet, Macchiato.
I think it's almost like he understands that you are holding the fur so they pull. Yeah. Because there's no way with the technique that I was using, trying to get those out, he would not be giving me kisses. You know, all the muffins you want, maybe. You want to take some to your dad's? Lower. The other side, or is the other side good? Come here.
You're such a good boy and your fur is so pretty.
There, more mats on this side. Good boy. Good boy, Macchiato. Yes, this guy.
Not even mats by the bone. Wait, does he need a shower?
He's a what?
He needs a shower.
Why? Oh. Ugh. Don't use that. Gross. Can you not do that over me? I'll go get a wipe.
Yeah, the other side of that orange brush is super useful at this thing.
What? This guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Use it,
What does it do?
it's your control result. So it's basically to, yeah, it's fine. If you use it, the solid one,
Mm-hmm.
if you basically use it to get all this stuff.
Oh, gosh. I didn't even know that's what that was for.
I hope
I would,
Mike and Susie are watching.
whoa.
Let's see.
We need that one. Wait, maybe that's what this is then. Is that what this guy is? Because it looks kind of the same.
Oh yeah, that is what that is. Oh, and it's even better because it's.
That's
Paris
fine.
was not this willing to let me
Just
brush.
pull the end off and suck it up.
So how do we do that? Oh, we just change it in here.
Yeah, you see it there. So,
Oh yeah.
so what you do is you push it to the left side and then rock it down. And then this one, so it's got,
Okay.
yeah, you've got like, this one's got like a C and it goes into that channel. But you put this left side in first, push it in, and then kind of have to, maybe it's
You're such a good boy, Macchiato.
yeah, from the top.
Macchiato, come back here. Turn on.
Ugh.
Macchiato! Man, can you shut the gate? Can you shut the gate?
Paris, what are you doing out here?
Paris,
Paris, no.
Paris,
This
come here.
because the water.
So it's getting all the fine stuff. It's tailing. Do the drop. Do the full. It's nice that it holds it instead of the other one that just lets everything fly everywhere. Dang. So this is almost like the like a fine fur remover.
See the floor still getting off of him? Yeah.
The emptiest right now.
Yeah, this clothes was gonna feel really
Oh, nice.
working. It was gonna
Get rid of all the dead stuff.
man, I wish this was on.
That who? Oh.
It also like pulls the, if we wash up the waves and stuff off, it pulls that out.
Yeah, where you do them on his back, it's really shiny.
They're both in there. You're such a good boy, Macchiato.
Good boy.
Oh, good.
Is it like getting stuck and you're pulling?
Yeah.
Look at her.
Slow down.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's getting really shiny, like in certain spots. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, that's not bad. That's cool. Yeah, alright, let's do your chest, buddy. Let's do that chest.
He's such a good boy.
It's like spinning yarn, like it's like, because the thing that gets stuck around the center like post is getting bigger.
Never ending.
Good boy. Oh, is there? Can you get it that?
Make it a sticker for it. Feel it? Yeah, just rubber.
Oh yeah, here. Let's get it.
Boy, Macchiato. He's such a good boy. Boy, Macchiato.
Coming? You're beautiful. I think this is where the other one comes in handy. What's that?
Probably better off to be close to right here.
What's that?
Starting to feel pressure.
Eating the rest of her muffin. And then I'll try this guy to see if we can get.
It's nice about this one. I want to be able to get down into it.
Yeah.
It's my natural.
Good boy.
Because everything's so fine, it's easier to separate everything. Where it's amazing to see like just how unstraight it actually was.
Yeah, how many knots he had and stuff.
Macchiato.
I think he's earned a break. Oh yeah, does that feel good? Man, you look good, buddy.
Come here, Macchiato. Oh dang, camera really got bumped.
What's that?
The camera got bumped.
What's up, handsome Macchiato? He looks really good.
You got a lot of
Macchiato.
fur out of him.
Macchiato, come here.
Come here, Macchiato.
Look at all that fur.
I know.
Oh, look at how it turns them into little snowballs.
And yeah, like, why,
Those are the ones from Robin yesterday.
come on. Hey, come here, bud. Look at you, handsome.
Macchiato! Macchiato, come strut your stuff. He is the daddy of our next litter, so check him out.
Check him out.
Wait, who are we going
Hot
to bring
stuff
this
coming
Macchiato?
Macchiato.
Who are we going to bring this Macchiato?
Pom Pom is pregnant with his puppies now, and then Missy, you see this fur up here?
Yeah, that's what I was joking about, where it's like, it keeps wrapping it around like it's a
He
loom.
needs a shower because his stick is still in there.
Is what?
His stick is
Oh,
still
the sticky. Yeah, he needs a bath.
You are. Oh, you're such an awesome dog. Oh, you don't need the strings.
Mom, can I please have a cookie?
No, you already had a cookie, Bradley. Go have a muffin.
I don't like the muffin.
Okay, well, you don't need another cookie, bud.
Oh, and this is the picture I changed that video to. Thumbnail. I did a screenshot.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's good.
I like this one too, but I like the other one better.
Yeah, I like the other one. Awesome. This thing's pretty nice, sweetie. Yeah, yeah, like just the way that it was whipping it around, it was like little pieces, like little hairs would get caught, and then they would get like just strung around and around.
Ow! Dad, my leg went against the blade and I got a scratch. And it hurts. It was a perfect line. Belly rubs. You guys love belly rubs. When's May going to her dad's?
Robin, come here. Robin. Robin.
No.
Hey.
No.
So she did keep her buns.
Can I get in with the puppies?
Oh, your tail is so pretty.
Got your leg.
Oh my gosh.
Kiss me. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Bob.
Girls, Beatrix.
Ellie, hurry up, please.
Jenna.
Thank you.
This thing is pretty well designed. Yeah. And it's got like so many different filters on it to make sure that like nothing's getting through. I'm impressed.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, Paris.
You're gonna be with me for 3.5 days straight, so you can wait.
There's a bell in here. What?
Hi, folks. Hey, Sue. So I've got the other stream set up and ready to go. Oh, hush, hush. Here's the puppies. They're in here ready to take a break. Hi, puppy doodles. It's so much quieter, just the two of them. But I've got the next stream set up and ready to go. And so if you just sit tight, when this one ends and freezes, the new one that's going through that camera will should pull up in your browser pretty much immediately. If it doesn't do it right away, you can just go to our channel page and it'll be right there at the top. But thanks for joining us. I hope we see you again soon.